So the great British public have been duped once again. And once again, the great British public fall for it. The great government giveaway. What a load of tosh. They ain't giving away nothing. All they're doing is trying to readdress and stop what is coming in the future, which is far greater than what any £1,000 going to be. You have to understand this. If you've got any foresight or wisdom, you'll understand what's going on. And everybody's celebrating because they're getting £400 here and for £600 there. But all it's going to do is bring you back to those original price increases, and you're going to still be struggling. You're going to still find it hard to feed your family. You're going to still be scratching around trying to fill your car up as the prices escalate and escalate. They know what's coming down the line, but they're trying to offset it. They're trying to offset your worries and concerns by giving you some crumbs, and you're falling for it, you sheeple. Wake up, man. Come on, wake up and see what's going on. Wake up and smell the coffee, will ya? Someone coming on media, oh, it's great, it's so great, thank you, government. Yeah, tipping their hat on the forelock. Yeah, I don't fall for any of it. I made a video a few years ago about the governments of the world, including the British government, coming to rob you of your heart, rob you of your mind, rob you of your speech, rob you of your faith, and finally rob you of your money. And make no bones about it, what's coming about is to rob you of your money. They don't look at things the way you do. They have a philosophy and an ideology far outside what most of us can imagine. But those of us who've been standing on the outside watching what's going on and have a little bit of wisdom and foresight can see blatantly what's going on. And I've known for over 10 years, let's say, I've been awake. But most of you sheeple are just bleating, chewing grass, and every so often, when there's a few problems in society, you lift up your heads, bleat a bit, and then go back to eating the grass. But there are of us in society who are standing up, forsaking ourselves to speak out. And half the time I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't know, but as I see the events coming in, I can see what's happening. They're going to rob us of our money. And the inflation worries are this is just a sign of things to come. And I've been saying this for over 10 years. The day is coming when you won't be able to get your money out of the bank. And many people have called me all the names under the sun. Hey, I don't care. But I'm just trying to warn you in advance what is coming. The day is coming when you won't be able to get your money out of the bank. Why? Because the countries are bankrupt. Put that here. Think about that for a moment, people. Think about your country being bankrupt already. And the world's economy is about to crash, or as they call it, reset. You have to be prepared in advance. You've let them steal your heart, the things that you love, your country, your family. They divided the families, separated men from women and children from the parents, emotionally and mentally, robbed us of our minds. And now millions of people in the United Kingdom and the United States are suffering from mental health problems because we've been robbed of all the things that you hold dear. And now many people don't know what their identity is in life any longer. So they try to find their identity in the race, the culture, the colour of their skin, wherever it is. And it's all a load of shit. Because it don't mean nothing. Unless you come from the standpoint of being a human being and taking care of each other, whoever we are, then you're never going to succeed. You're never going to find that peace and contentment in life until you find that light within yourself. They're coming to rob you of your money, of our money, what little bit you've got. They don't want a middle class. And most of the working class in the United Kingdom have stepped up into thinking or being declared middle class. Whatever that means, I haven't got a clue. But they're coming for your money. And as we see the prices increase in everything, they're slowly feeding off. So you'll be left with barely nothing. And you'd be dependent on the government. You'd be dependent on the council. You'd be dependent on somebody else to make you comfortable in life, to help you to survive. And we've forgotten how to survive as people. And this is why we look to the governments to help us. We can't manage, we can't survive. Because the system isn't set up for you to survive. The system is set up for a certain number of people to get rich and a certain number of people to do without. That's the way the system works. And that's the way they like it. What about the levelling up, you say? Wait, if you can tell me what the levelling up is, I'd certainly like to know, because no one has ever explained what the levelling up is. Have they? I call it the levelling down, because the opposite of what is said usually comes to pass for some strange reason. Yet we keep tipping our caps on our forelocks. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the breadcrumbs. This attitude has existed in British society for hundreds of years, especially since the Victorian times, where they created this society where there will be a grateful people and those owners who will control everything. It's never changed because we let it. And I have to warn you, it's going to get worse. You've got your little £400 here and there, wherever it is they're going to give you. But you're going to still see that you can't manage. All those people who are struggling, families struggling to feed the families, to heat the homes, the basics of life. And now they're going to make us dependent on them to provide. And this is where the idea of the universal income comes in. Sounds great, yeah. Let's give everybody, no matter who you are, £400, £500 a week, as they are in some countries already. I think they're already doing that in Wales. They're testing it out on, I think, so many hundred people. A universal income. But what does that mean? It means they own you. That's what it means. They own you, and everything they say and do will come to pass. So whatever their agendas are, their environmental agendas, the social agendas, the social engineering agendas, the conditioning of hearts and minds, what they've stole from you, so you're not even allowed to speak what you think to be true, what you hold dear. It won't be allowed because they own you. And the worst thing about it all is you've let it happen. And you'll continue to let it happen because you'll think it's a great thing. You see a few pound in your bank account. But the reality of it is it ain't going to be like that. The system is going to crash and collapse and metamorphis into something else. And what it's going to metamorphis into is a socialist republic. And we know what happens to socialist republics. The socialist dream is great. Is great in a dream. But in the reality, it only serves a few, once again. And those with the socialist ideals have a menu of changes they want to make in society, from in every aspect of our lives, from religion to education, to how we bank, how we shop, how we travel about, where we can go on holiday, how much energy you can use, your allocation of energy. Will be allocated so much energy, so much electricity, so much gas, so much fuel, and once you've used it up, that'll be it. You can't have any more. This is what's coming. But it's going to come down and bite you in the arse eventually. When you wake up, when you realise what's going on. The Great British Giveaway scam. Wake up, people. Wake up.